The dark world of billionaires. Yachting. Yachting isn't just about what you know. It's a whole different world where rich billionaires use their power and money to form relationships, sometimes going beyond just companionship. Welcome to our channel, The Wealthy Elite. Now, imagine working on a super fancy yacht for a billionaire. They pay the chef $8,700 a month, the junior steward gets $3,800, and the captain earns a crazy $119,600. But it's not all glitz and glam. Behind the scenes, all hell breaks loose, such as illegal killings, drugs, and even prostitution. After hearing about the not-so-cool side of working on a billionaire's mega yacht, you might feel lucky to have your regular job and scared to be part of such a wild scene. Let's get deeper into the world of yachting. For example, while billionaires and their guests enjoy fancy rooms on the top of the boat, most of the staff live in small, dark cabins below. They have to work for really long hours, sometimes up to 20 hours a day. Sadly, in the past few years, at least 3 young Brits have died while working on these boats. When accidents happen, some families feel like the deaths are not taken seriously. The rules on these yachts depend on the country where the ship is registered. Usually, they pick small countries known as flags of convenience, like Panama or Bermuda, because they have loose laws protecting workers. If something happens on the boat and you're 12 miles away from land, the local police can't help. Instead, the responsibility falls on the country where the ship is registered, making it tricky to ensure fairness and justice. Once a captain shared inside scoop, these mega yachts don't follow regular rules because they say they need special cleaning to get rid of drugs. The captain says there's a secret problem with prostitution on these boats, and the industry is unfair, especially to non-white and economically disadvantaged people. Female workers have to send full nude photos to get hired and sometimes get tested for diseases. The captain also talks about a strange trend where yacht users trade sex for expensive gifts like luxury watches. This is apparently normal, and yacht owners try to get close to stewardesses. The yacht industry has grown and become more open, but the captain says it has a hidden side. Even events like the Cannes Film Festival are linked to the shady side of the sex industry, while yachting usually means sailing or racing boats. Here, it's more about celebrities going on mega yachts provided by billionaires. These celebrities, often female entertainers, get invited with promises of lots of money and other perks. So, in this kind of yachting, you have these amazing yachts, celebrity guests called yacht girls, and most importantly, the chance to make a good amount of money. These yachts aren't your average ones. They're like floating palaces with great food, cool parties, and lots of fancy stuff. The yacht girls, who are usually celebrities themselves, become the stars of the show, making the whole experience even more glamorous. But what really makes yachting stand out is the money part. Celebrities get paid for being on these exclusive boats, turning yachting into a mix of luxury, fame, and prostitution. According to The Hollywood Reporter at the Cannes Festival, billionaires bring luxury yachts, turning into a playground for the riches. The truth is that each yacht has about 10 girls, mostly models, often found in revealing outfits, where clients discreetly put money in an envelope marked as a gift. These women, known as yacht girls, are basically forced into prostitution, often older men. What's even scarier is that this dark practice has been going on for 60 years, showing how deeply rooted this immorality is in the Cannes Film Festival's glamorous image. Behind the fancy festival photos, the reality is the ugly truth. Billionaires show off their luxury, talking big about hanging out with celebrities. They can throw parties with celebs like Kim Kardashian, and these celebs show off a lot on their social media. But God knows if they're having as much fun as they claim. Some staff members keep quiet, while others spill anonymously, and some face bad consequences, even ending up being killed or killing themselves. For example, in 2010, an incident happened to 28-year-old Will Black from Ripley. He was in charge of a rich billionaire's boat But after just 6 weeks, he went missing. People said he might have crashed the boat, but no one knew for sure because they never found him. When Will's mom got a call about her son disappearing, the captain didn't seem to care. He said they threw flowers for Will and gave his belongings to the police, acting like it wasn't a big deal. Nobody could find out who owned the boat, making it even more confusing. Take another example of about an $18 million yacht owned by a rich Mexican billionaire, Alberto Billionaires. An Australian Instagram model who worked as a hostess on the yacht had a difficult time. After just 4 months, she tragically decided to end her own life by hanging herself on the yacht. Despite efforts to save her, she didn't make it to the hospital in Athens. Another hostess, Sarah BBY, who worked with the model, explained the tough conditions, like working from 6 a.m. to 16 to 18 hours a day with almost no breaks. Before her death, there were signs that the model was distressed. She had a sad conversation with her family, mentioning a troubling incident with another crew member. This was surprising, as her family thought she was happy and regularly in touch. The yacht owner, Alberto Billionaires, said he wasn't on the yacht when it happened. 2 weeks before, the model posted online about feeling messed up. One more actress shared her experience with the not-so-nice side of the entertainment world. This actress, who people think might be Vesa Langis, explained how she got drawn into what seemed like a glamorous world, but turned out to be the opposite. She said that a friend of hers, who had already been involved in something called yachting, made it sound like an easy way to make money and live a luxurious life. This friend painted a picture of yachting as just partying on a yacht and being the attractive companion to wealthy people. Intrigued by this seemingly carefree lifestyle, the actress decided to give it a try after being promised $25,000 up front. However, her actual experience was nothing like the glamorous picture she was sold. It all began innocently with a chat about yachting with her actress friend, and within weeks, she found herself on a plane to France, all arranged by a single phone call. This led to encounters with someone who organized opportunities for models, eventually placing them on yachts among the elite. One interesting detail from the story was comparing the actress's beauty to that of a yacht, suggesting that her role was just to look pretty and be arm candy. She spilled the beans on the less than glamorous side of yachting, exposing how some not-so-honest agents took advantage of models. Luckily, her co-star had warned her about potential scams, so she treated it like a professional acting job and negotiated an upfront payment of $125,000. The journey to the yacht location involved a flight to Paris and a bus ride to the final destination. During the journey, she noticed that Eastern European women, often willing to engage in prostitution, made up most of the passengers. Now let us talk about what actually occurs on yachts. She revealed that the models are all in the tiniest of bikinis, most stress. The guys are trying to slam their junk into the tightest Speedos they could find and look ridiculous. There was a lot more groping and staring. You would be in the water, and some guy would grab you and touch you. They wanted to shower with you when you got out of the water. They wanted to rub oil on you and have you rub it on them. She added that men preferred to dance, drink, and eat at night because they anticipated a long night. During the day, the men just had 3 hours and they were on their worst behavior. It was lots of drinking and hot sun, and between the groping and comments and picture taking, you just felt like a piece of meat. The actress revealed that being on the yacht wasn't the final goal for some women. Some aimed to be with wealthy men, often sought after, for private yacht bookings. These men, like Russian oligarchs, rappers, and businessmen, were seen as the ultimate success in this disturbing world. She mentioned that handlers were hesitant to send women to such high-profile gigs, as many never returned. By the end of her time, she claimed that half of the women had left, with some sailing on luxury yachts, while others simply departed. Sadly, she noted that someone from her group had overdosed, highlighting the dark and dangerous nature of this hidden world. She confessed to crying for a week after the experience. Despite an invitation to Cannes for a show promotion, she declined, expressing an unwillingness to be in that city for a while. With that, I'm concluding today's video. Let us know in the comments section if you already know about this dark side of billionaires yachting. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more.